The Kingdom of Kiddies.
Hi. Are you ready for bedtime story? It's Rhandzo time. Gugu's quest for the Ancient Legendary Storybook. Chapter 1, The Forgotten Tale. In the peaceful village of Kwetu, there lived a young girl named Gugu. Known for her adventurous spirit and curious mind, Gugu loved listening to the elders' stories. One evening, Elder Rafi told a tale of an ancient legendary storybook that contained the wisdom of their ancestors. The book had been lost for generations, but it was said to hold the key to solving any problem. Inspired by the story, Gugu decided to find the legendary storybook to bring wisdom and prosperity back to her village. With her heart full of determination, she set out on her quest. What would you do if you found a book full of ancient wisdom? Chapter 2, The Journey Begins. Gugu began her journey with a small bag of essentials and a map given to her by Elder Rafi. Her first challenge was to cross the River of Whispers, known for its tricky currents and eerie sounds. As she approached the river, she met a clever fox named Kito, who offered to help her in exchange for a promise of friendship. With Kito's guidance, Gugu cleverly navigated the river and continued her journey deeper into the forest. What qualities do you think a good friend should have? Chapter 3, The Enchanted Grove. After days of travel, Gugu and Kito reached the Enchanted Grove, a magical place filled with luminous plants and whispering trees. The grove was protected by a wise old tortoise named Tomba, who challenged Gugu with a riddle to prove her worthiness. What has roots that nobody sees, is taller than trees, up it goes, and yet never grows? Gugu pondered and then answered, a mountain. Tomba smiled and allowed them to pass, impressed by Gugu's wisdom and determination. Can you think of any other riddles or puzzles? Chapter 4, The Hidden Cave. Guided by the map, Gugu and Kito found a hidden cave that was said to house the legendary storybook. The cave was dark and filled with ancient traps. Using their wit and teamwork, Gugu and Kito avoided the traps and ventured deeper into the cave. At the end of the cave, they found a stone pedestal with the ancient storybook resting on it, glowing softly with a golden light. What do you think Gugu will find written in the legendary storybook? Chapter 5, The Return Home. With the ancient legendary storybook in hand, Gugu and Kito made their way back to Kwetu. Along the journey home, they shared the stories and wisdom from the book with everyone they met, helping them solve their problems and learn valuable lessons. When they finally arrived at Kwetu, the villagers rejoiced. Gugu read from the storybook, bringing wisdom and prosperity back to the village. The book's teachings united the villagers and guided them in making wise decisions for generations to come. How do you think wisdom from the past can help us today? Just like Gugu, remember that determination, friendship, and wisdom can help you overcome any challenge. Always seek knowledge and be willing to share it with others to make the world a better place. Thank you for listening and sweet dreams, little superhero.